Welcome back, listeners, to another episode of A Sex Talk with me, Taffy. Today I have a newer friend of mine that I met recently while filming a fun little movie. And I'll go ahead and let her introduce herself.
Hi guys, my name is Chandler Higson, and I'm super excited to be doing this with Taffy. It's my first time doing a podcast, so I'm a little nervous, but super excited to see what it's all about.
So, like I said, it's just a pretty normal conversation between the two of us. But for those listening, we just got done doing most of a photo shoot, and we're kind of just recording this during the downtime before we get back into it, just to see what kind of happens. But other than that, let me start it off with the same question I ask everybody, and that is, what is the wildest thing you've ever done?
Oh, goodness.
I feel like you have to have something.
Okay, oh, goodness. The wildest thing. Okay, one of the wildest things I've ever done was had a threesome with two guys, and then 10 hours later had a threesome with two different guys.
Okay, fair.
In 10 hours.
Yeah.
Not my proudest moment, but it happened.
That would have been one of my proudest moments, ma'am.
Yeah, I guess it definitely depends on the person.
Like, what are you talking about? You got 4 dudes in 10 hours?
Yeah. Nice little add to the body count. No big deal.
Well, speaking of that, what is your body count?
Mine is, what did we decide, 12?
Decide? Oh, yeah, we did 12, talk about this on that night.
Molly completely exposed me that night.
Yeah, she did. She also exposed herself, but...
She did. It happens. What's yours?
91. We talked about this.
That. Yeah, we did talk
about which is something I'm, super open about. I talk about it a little bit more than people, or, people get upset. I'm like, but I'm so proud of it.
Yeah, I think
that's a large number.
If you're open to talking about it and you're comfortable and...
Yeah, it's not like I'm outing the people that I've done it with.
That's true, yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
But,
be proud of yourself.
Oh, I am. But to start off, I want to open it up and see if you have any questions for me that you're interested in knowing about, even though I've asked this a couple of times today already.
Okay, I do have one kind of random question. If you could only do one sex position for the rest of your life, which one would it be?
Okay, that's hard, because then that just gets boring.
That's true, but if you had to.
No matter what you pick, it'll end up being the vanilla.
Mm-hmm. After so long, yeah.
Because, it's weird for me, because I'm so used to being the one on top doing most of the work, and I also really just don't like cowgirl or, anything where the girl's on top.
Neither do I.
Because most girls don't know how to do it right.
Exactly.
And then also, you're just like, cool,
One
thank you.
tip that I've learned about being on top is to do it on your feet, not your knees.
No shit. Yeah, people don't know that.
Exactly.
But I guess I would say, I don't know, I really like missionary.
Okay, that's what I would pick too.
Yeah, I really like missionary.
Yes.
Just because, you get the best of both worlds. You're still in the vagina. You still get to play with the boobs.
All up in the tits,
the face.
yes.
And you can go hard. You can go hard in the paint.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Doggy's pretty fun.
Yeah,
it depends on the person.
One of my, yes.
Some people just don't work with doggy.
Yeah, that's true.
But I don't know.
I watched a video somewhere of someone talking about it, but the reason why guys like doing doggy so much is because they can see the girl's asshole.
Fuck yeah!
Open and close.
Fuck yeah,
really?
It is. Well, not because they can see I don't know about the open and close part, but I just like looking at the butthole while I'm going. Right. I'm just going down, spreading her cheeks. I'm like,
okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, see, obviously I've never been in the position in doggy style to see someone's asshole, but...
It's so fun. I don't know why. But also it's really nice because at least for me, whenever you're doing it in doggy, you can reach under and get just a full tit, and it just feels right, you know? But yeah, I would definitely say missionary.
Yeah, that's
I have one. The other position, I don't know what you would call it, but it's not one that I would pick to do all the time. It's the one that I go to whenever I need to nut really fast.
Okay.
If I'm ready to get it done. Basically, what it is so you have the girl lie flat on her stomach,
Legs together,
legs down, and then you're just going in
so basically
from behind.
Like completely flat.
Yeah, it's doggy, but fully down.
I do
love
like
that one.
So fun fact, that position, it's only happened once, but that is the one and only position that has ever made me squirt. Once.
Really?
Yes.
That's not the type of position that normally gets people to do it.
Right.
So weird.
Right. And another position that I like for more like intimacy is kind of like that, but turned on your side. Like,
yeah, I do
on
like
your
that
side,
one too.
Where the guys typically like right up behind you, like kind of more cuddling.
Yeah.
But still going hard.
Now, actually, maybe instead of missionary, just like, whenever you're having sex and then you're kind of done and then you turn on TV and you're just there with them inside of you. I love that. Just like cuddling next to each other while fucking them. Love that position.
Absolutely. I also like kind of doggy, but where the girl's like up on her knees too. Like you're both standing on your knees.
Oh, my favorite thing to do is fuck in front of a mirror.
Yes. Oh my god, I have a mirror right next to my bed for that exact thing.
That's why I have my mirrors in there. I haven't gotten to use them yet, but
When I move, I really want to make a headboard out of a mirror.
Yeah.
Like, get giant mirrors.
You gotta do the ceiling mirror.
Yes. I've thought about that. I'm just terrified it would fall on me in my sleep.
Well, that's why you gotta put it up correctly.
That's true. That's true.
And then my other one for showing off, I'm not like a big or strong dude by any means, but I love picking a girl up and just fucking throwing her around.
Mm-hmm.
It's great because they're always just like, oh my god, how are you doing this? And
right.
I'm like, there's muscle under all of this twinkness, I guess.
Right.
I don't know. But yeah, so you do OnlyFans.
I do.
How did you get into that?
Honestly, so one of my photographers that I shoot with regularly, he does an OnlyFans for content that he shoots, and his wife as well, and he kind of talked to me about it several times, and I was just like, no, like more worried about like my parents type thing.
Yeah.
Then I was like, fuck it, like
it's whatever. I'm a whore.
Literally like whatever. I don't mind. Get the bag, sis. So yeah.
How much do you make doing it?
So it really depends. Lately, I haven't been posting as much as I normally have, so it's been kind of slower months, but typically on like a low end, $10K a month.
Fine, whatever.
On a high end, more like 40, 45. So it's worth it, and you can always go more or less. Like I know one girl that made $3 million in 1 month. She got an award for it. So
that's crazy to me because like I did it for like 2 months and made $80.
Yeah.
But it's also because I'm a dude, and I don't know how to like get my name or just like my brand out there because I'm a photographer first, so I'd rather be behind the camera doing stuff.
For sure.
But it's just like if I do stuff, it always ends up just being a couple of gay dudes around here who's wanted to fuck me forever, and I'm like, cool, thanks.
Yeah.
Great.
It's very much like all other social media.
I'm so bad at all other
social media sites. Like you can't just do bare minimum work and expect a lot of subscribers and a lot of money to come out of it. You have to like put effort into promoting your page and things
then
like that.
The other thing with it is there is an inherent bias towards women for both social media and OnlyFans.
For sure.
Because like the main people perusing it are horny men.
Exactly. Oh yes.
And like it's a lot easier. Like I could take the same exact photo that you take, put it on there, like just make brand new accounts, and you could easily get like 1,000 likes, and I would be there with like 20 maybe.
Yeah.
You know.
It's definitely like. Oh, what was I gonna say? Brain fart. Oh my goodness. I totally forgot what I was gonna say. I cannot think of it for the life of me.
Well, because like we were talking about how it's easier for.
Yeah, it's very much like when you hear OnlyFans, you think of nudes.
Yeah.
Like. So I subscribe to some girls who do like fitness. Like it doesn't have to be nudes, but that's what men think whenever they are subscribing.
And that's the only reason I go to OnlyFans.
Exactly. So like typically people who don't post nudes have to state it in their bios. Otherwise, men will think otherwise and think that they're going to be able to get nudes out of it, and then they get pissed because they pay a monthly subscription for something that they don't want to see.
It's like the whole Bella Thorne debacle.
Yes, exactly. Oh, I remember when that happened.
She really fucked that up.
Scandal. Yeah, she did. That changed like OnlyFans policies and everything.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
That was rough. But so then along with that, like, because you get to travel quite a bit.
Yeah.
Do you get to travel for this, or is traveling and this kind of separate things?
Traveling and OnlyFans specifically is kind of separate. I mean, it's always fun whenever I get to make OnlyFans content while I'm traveling and wherever I'm traveling to, but it's not specifically for OnlyFans.
And then, so have you gotten any sugar daddies from this?
I have.
Or sugar mamas. You don't discriminate.
I've had a couple, not any that I, like, meet up with and, like, have sex with to, like, get paid, but more just, like, pay me to talk to them and then, like, hey, I want to go shopping. Oh, okay, here's $500 to your Cash App. Thanks.
I tried looking for a sugar mama for so goddamn long.
Seeking arrangements, babe.
I did. They're either, like, really, really fucking ugly, or they're obviously fake.
Yeah.
I need to try it again now that I'm done with college and all that.
There definitely is lots of, like, scammers and, like, not genuine people out on, like, any website that has to do with like sugar daddy, sugar baby type things, but
because it's also one of those things, I feel like that's a lot easier for women too, because not a huge amount of people are looking for, because I'm not gonna look for a sugar daddy because I don't want to have to do gay shit, you know?
Well, the one thing, like, even if you don't want to do gay shit, like, I've never slept with a man for money. Like, I've only slept with people that I've been, like, dating or talking to or something like that, but like, looking on those, like, seeking arrangements, for example, like, put your location in, like, Los Angeles, New York, like, look for guys in those areas that aren't here, and then just, like, let them know, like, hey, I'm not actually, like, I'm not in New York, I'm not in LA, I'm wherever you are, and some are still open to, like, sending you money for pictures, or just to chat with them, or things like that.
Yeah. I might have to look into that because I really want to have a sugar mama. I think it'd be so fun,
worth it.
Especially if one's willing to if I can find a nice 40-year-old woman.
Yes.
I'll fly wherever the fuck she wants.
Right.
I don't care.
Right. As long as she pays for the flight.
Yeah.
Of course.
I don't have the money for that.
Right.
Because I'm driving if I go anywhere.
Yeah.
But so with that, do you? What was I gonna say? So you, let's just start off with, what's your sexuality?
Okay, so that's actually kind of interesting. So I've always dated boys. I did date one girl one time. My parents definitely thought that it was more like a rebellious type thing.
It's
more
just
than
a phase.
Yeah, it's just a phase, Mom. No. But now I've really been kind of processing with myself over even the past, like, couple months to a year about, like, what I truly do and don't like.
Yeah.
If we're being completely honest, I'm someone who could literally have sex, like, once a month and be perfectly fine. Like, it doesn't bother me, obviously, like, long distance relationships. Yeah, most people aren't. Like, I've even been like, am I asexual? Like, because I don't need sex. Like, I don't crave sex. Like, if I get sex, like, sometimes I get horny, like, if I'm, like, with one of my mans or something like that, but it's not something that I'm like, oh my god, I haven't had sex in 5 months, I'm gonna kill myself.
Yeah.
Like, it just doesn't bother me.
No, it's been a little bit for me, but, like, I'm doing okay. It's just, like, I miss when I was sleeping with, like, 30 people a summer.
Yeah, but going back to sexuality, my parents are very much old-fashioned. Men belong with women, women don't belong with women, things like that. Like, even to the extent of I'm white, I need to be with a white person. Obviously, they've told me that they're going to support me regardless of what I do. It's just something that they would prefer. So in the back of my head, I've always tried to stay on the path of men because I know that that's what would get me supported the most through my parents. But over the past couple months to a year, I've really, like, noticed that I can't risk my happiness for what they want. Like, it's my life. And I've realized that I go more towards personality than gender.
Yeah.
Like, if there's
more
a girl,
on the pan.
Yes, exactly.
Spectrum.
Yeah, and I've never, like, said that or, like, came out with that anywhere until now, but yeah.
Strong choice.
Right. Yeah. Hi, welcome.
Hi, welcome to my TED Talk.
For real.
I'm gay.
This is my coming out. Sorry, Mom.
Yes.
Raised a badass.
It's June.
Yeah, for real. Happy Pride Month.
So then, with that, what the fuck? Let me make sure it's still recording. Yeah, it is. We love when your thing gets low. Yeah, that'll be fine. If not, we'll make it work. But so with that, you So have you and Molly ever done anything?
Mm-mm. Me and Molly haven't even kissed. Ever.
So, I figured you would have at least done that.
Mm-mm. No. Me and Molly are just very, very close as friends. I could never see myself ever, like, Molly, don't get me wrong, Molly's a beautiful girl. I could just never see myself doing anything sexual with her.
But you have done stuff with girls, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
I didn't hate it.
Okay.
I would do it again.
I didn't hate it.
Yeah, I definitely didn't hate it.
Is that a weird thing to think about since you are in a relationship, or are y'all more in like a little bit of an open thing with the distance and whatnot?
It's not open.
Fair.
Yeah. But yeah, it's and he, like I said, he's very much conservative.
Yeah.
Like, so it's not something that I like openly talk about with him.
Yeah.
But
it's gotta be so much fun.
Yeah, love it.
Well then, I'm trying to think of where else to go with that. Back to like OnlyFans stuff though. Like, how does your like business model work?
So on my page specifically, I don't put any uncensored or nude content on my actual page where people who subscribe can see, but if they want the uncensored versions or special requests or things like that, they're always welcome to ask me through DMs and I'll get that done for them. Okay.
And I'm assuming it, like, what would a nude cost through DM?
It depends. Like a full nude, like just front shot, $10.
$10? Mm-hmm. Okay.
But if you really think about it, you can, so on OnlyFans, you can mass message everybody, but it goes to them separately, so it's not like a group text. And
it's like a Snapchat.
And so you can put like a set of 3 pictures with a price tag for $25 and say 100 people buy that for $25. That's 25 times 100 right there in your pocket.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
God,
so it adds up.
Because also, like I said, I want to get back into doing it.
Yeah.
But like my thing, I enjoyed Chatterbait a lot more.
What's that?
So it's a cam site service. Let me pull it up real quick.
Yeah.
Because it basically you go on there, you make your account, and there's a whole bunch of different rooms that you can go to, and it's just people, being naked. Not even always, like some people, like you said, do fitness stuff. Mm-hmm. You can follow specific people.
And you can make money off of that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's super cool.
Yeah, like people will tip you, and then like you can sell ticket shows. So like right now, these 2 people are having sex.
Nice.
And they'll get tipped and whatnot depending on how many viewers they've got.
I've never done that position.
But like also she will sometimes have her Lushin, which is that toy right there, and like you can tip a specific amount to make it do specific things that some will do. And like you have goals for people to hit, so like I don't know what theirs is, but once you like hit it, some people will like start taking off clothing.
Okay.
And then like sex shows. Nice. Most people will charge like 200 tokens, which is like $10 or something like that for a show, which is really nice.
Hell yeah.
But just, really hot people being naked.
We love that.
I'll straight up just have this playing in the background when I'm playing video games and whatnot. That's on my other screen because I'm lazy and I'm like, I like to watch porn while playing RuneScape because I'm a goddamn nerd.
Fuck yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, I've never heard of that website. That's pretty cool though. I have heard of like cam websites.
Like My Free Cams. Yeah. I hate that one.
Yeah, but I've never heard of that one specifically.
This is the OG one. Like this one's been around for fucking ever. This and like Omegle.
Omegle. We used to, as kids, play on that shit.
Yeah.
All the time.
Do you remember recently when it came back around and parents were like, oh my god, have you guys seen this new thing? I'm like, honey.
It's not new.
It's been 10 years.
I was doing that shit in like 5th grade with my friends on a Friday night.
I was whipping my willy out for fucking really old men because I was bored.
Yeah, people do it all the time. I still see on like TikTok, like people like make videos of.
Well, I want to fuck around on some Omegle stuff again because it's just like, do you care if I just have it playing in the background? I'll turn it off. Okay.
No, I'm not watching TV.
Right, but it's porn.
It's my favorite channel.
But it's really funny because like some people get really creative with their shit on Omegle, and I want to do it so badly. I think it'd be fucking funny.
Yeah.
But I'm always just like, as soon as I'm ready to do it, I'm just like.
The only thing that would worry me is some like 8-year-old popping up.
Then you just click next.
You're like, oh yeah.
Yeah. But like doing chatterbait could be a really interesting thing for you because while you're making content, you could just have that playing in the background while you're making content. Yeah.
That's true.
Because a couple of the people I follow do will do that and then like workout things and they're like, I'm not paying attention to chat, but if you tip, it's very much appreciated kind of thing.
Yeah.
And that's fun. But I like it just because, you know, you gotta just watch this and whatnot. Plus, I have pretty much the setup for it, and it's just like a couple of clicks away for doing it.
Yeah,
but I just gotta do it. Well, then let me open it back up to you. Do you have any other questions for me? Any interesting topics you want to dive into, or anything you've been curious about that don't necessarily have to pertain to me, but.
That's a good question. Let me think. Let me think on that.
How
do you edit your podcast?
So we record it from this, then I plug it into my computer and drop the file over, and I record in auditions.
So you can like cut and splice things?
I don't really cut and splice stuff.
Oh, it's all just straight?
Yeah.
Nice.
But I mean, I can, like, long lapses like this, I'll definitely cut out and whatnot, but I try to keep it as unedited as possible because I'm lazy.
Okay, so I know you said earlier that you've always been kind of like a weird, nerdy kid. When did you officially, like, come out as queer?
Definitely wasn't high school. Because I didn't know I was fucking a queer boy back in high school. But then I got to college, went to some college parties and started making out with dudes, and I'm like, well, like, I don't want to sleep with them, but I'm definitely not like 100, because I always use the moniker mostly straight.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't really care.
Yeah.
And I'm also, like, I give off a very gay vibe compared to most other people I'm around, even other gay men. I'm just like, alright, I'm a little bit gayer than you, it's fine.
Yeah, it happens.
But, I don't know, probably, like, into freshman year.
Okay. Was it easy for you to come out?
I don't fucking care.
Do your parents support it?
My dad's a piece of shit none of my life, so that part doesn't matter.
True.
But, like, my mom doesn't really care. I mean, I don't talk to her about it because that's a weird thing to talk about. But, like, I mean, she's been to Pride events with me before.
Okay.
Doesn't really care.
That's nice, at least.
Yeah, my mom was a lot like me growing up and whatnot. She was very much not the troubled child, but the problematic one.
Okay.
She's the reason Gentry, Arkansas has a fucking ISS program.
Really?
Gravette, not Gentry.
That's funny. That's where my cousins go, Gravette.
Yeah.
Dang.
Do they go there now?
Yes.
Okay.
One of them. One just graduated.
Then they wouldn't know my sister. I think she graduated like 2 years ago.
One of them graduated 2 years ago. Ooh, got a vibrator on my toes.
But no, it's not really been too difficult for me. Like, one, I don't really care.
People are gonna support you or not support you regardless. Like,
yeah, but I also, like, I'm at C4 all the fucking time. I'm pretty much a regular
C4?
there.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen you there.
I've been a couple times. I don't go out that much.
Well,
I don't really drink.
I don't either.
But, yeah.
I just go there to be around people.
That's true, socialize.
Plus, it's the easiest place to end up at someone else's house.
That is a fact.
And that's the goal.
I have heard that. I have.
So then, what's your favorite sex position?
Oh, definitely missionary.
Okay.
Definitely. It's always my go-to.
She's like, that's all I care about.
Always. It's just...
It's the one that was made correctly.
Exactly. It's just, like, you can have, like, the eye contact, you can fuck with the tits, like, play with the clit, like...
Plus you get your asshole guarded so you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, my asshole stays completely covered and non-negotiable, like, his chain can hang in my face and that's just sexy to me, like, all of it. I can play with his hair, I can scratch his back, like, there's just so many ways.
The only thing I hate about it at this point is that my hair is so long that if I'm doing it, I have to have my hair tied up, or else it's just fucking, like in their face, and I'm like, I'm sorry.
It's like girls whenever we give head, we have to tie our hair up, otherwise we're just eating our hair.
See, I love holding a girl's hair whenever she's giving me head. It just feels right. Plus, also, you can be like, Yeah, you can be a little controlling and like pull her hair back and then kiss her and then put her face right back down.
Yeah.
It's like, good girl.
Yeah, good girl.
And then like...
yeah, right.
Well, because like for me, I'm very much not a dominating person.
Neither am I.
It is rough for me to get in that mindset.
Yeah.
I'm very much... I wouldn't say I'm a sub, but like... I would do sub activities much more. I'm here to please the other person more than I am to get my own pleasure out of it.
Okay.
But it's like I don't know, I'm the type of dude that has no problem wearing a maid outfit and getting pegged while wearing it. I think that would be fun.
Yeah, see, I'm very much dominant outside of the bedroom, but in the bedroom, I would rather the other person kind of take control, take the lead, things like that. I'm
always just so worried because I feel like I'm going to do, like, the wrong thing, and then they're like, we need to stop, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't know. I don't mind getting, like, rough and physical with people.
Oh, yeah. I'm like
that's fun.
Smack me in the face, spit in my mouth, like, pull my hair.
Well, my favorite thing is people are like, I'm kind of a freaky girl. I like to be choked. And I'm like, ma'am, that's vanilla.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? I've never met a woman that doesn't like to be choked.
Right, yeah.
Don't know one. Don't fucking choke me. That is a good way to get me to accidentally punch you.
Really?
Oh, I'm fucking terrified of being choked.
Like, choke me, punch me in the face, spit in my mouth.
Rip
my extensions out, like.
Well, I had one girl that loved to be slapped, and like I fucking like pimp slapped the shit out of her, and she like fell off the bed, and she was like, "Good start," and I was like, "Oh my god, I don't know how I can go any harder than that."
Harder next time, thank you.
I'm like, I don't think that's legal, ma'am.
Literally, like abuse me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right.
But the other thing with it is like I had one girl like, "Can you like punch me?" And I'm like, no.
Give me a black eye with your dick inside of me, please.
That's what she said, pretty much, and I was like, no, I'm not doing that. Because, like, I don't care who the fuck you are, but the second that person gets upset with me, they have a black eye, and I have to try to explain, like, hey, it was a sex thing. She told me to. It was like, yeah, okay. Okay, she ran into a door. No. Okay, yeah. No, I'm not going to do that.
Those balls are kind of weird.
Yeah, some dudes' scrotums are fucking interesting.
Yeah.
Especially like ones that are like that you actually see on Pornhub, like the main guys on Pornhub, like his testicles are like already up in him. And I'm like, where are you producing shit from?
Yeah.
Because like, especially in this weather, my shit hangs fucking low.
Really?
Like I'll slap like down here on my thigh with these fuckers.
Hangs pretty low too.
Yeah, I saw. Well, speaking of that, like you do have a very pretty vagina.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Thank you. I personally think vaginas look like roast beef, but
that's the best part. I love a good roast beef vagina.
Good Arby's roast beef sandwich.
It gives me something to munch on.
Yes, but thank you. I guess I take pride in my vagina.
I mean, I feel like you take more pride in your tits since
well, I bought my tits. I know. You can't even begin to tell me my tits look bad because I know they look good. You can't tell me otherwise.
So do you still have feeling in them, or did you gain more feeling or lose some feeling with them?
No, I have heard some people say that like whenever they got their tits done that they've either like lost a little bit of feeling or that they were like more sensitive or things like that. Mine felt like before I got them done a little bit like under like right here. Occasionally, like if I'm laying on this side with my arm under my tit kind of too long, it'll go a little bit numb, but other than that I haven't had.
So do you have feeling in your nipples? Like, is it one of those things where it like really sensitive during sex kind of thing? No,
and I've never really been turned on by like people like playing with my nipples, like.
Because that's one of my favorite fucking things.
Really? I don't mind nipples. It, but
yeah. Well, because like I've had some girls that just have zero feeling in there, and I'm like, this is no fun because you're not enjoying this. I'm just gonna move on. I have heard people say that like once they got their nipples pierced, that they've either like been more sensitive or like it turns them on more, or they don't have any feeling. I still have feeling, but it doesn't turn me on. Like they're just nipples to me. But I've also been with some girls who like I could legitimately just get off by playing with their nipples, which is great. It was interesting, but I don't know, it's so weird. Because, like, I don't like mine being played with just because I guess there is a decent amount of sensation, plus it's not something I'm used to, so it's just like, this is weird, get off.
Yeah.
I don't know, the one thing I really fucking hate is, one, when a girl keeps sucking after you nutted.
Really?
I hate it.
See, I either hear that guys hate it, or that they, as long as it doesn't go too long after they nutted, or that they love it.
It's the most goddamn sensitive thing, and I'm like, get off, get off, get off.
Really?
Ha, get off.
Okay.
But I also hate whenever they're just, like, sucking with, like, this area right here.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's just really sensitive for me, and I'm also terrified of them, like, biting me for some reason. I'm like, punch.
That's sensitive skin right there.
But also, like, just recently, I started getting into having my balls played with. I used to be fucking terrified of I would not let anyone near my nuts.
Really?
I had a very traumatic experience when I was 14.
Okay.
I don't remember if I've talked about it on the podcast or not, but basically, this was that time period where you I don't know if you would know, but all dudes, like, masturbated in really weird ways because that's all we fucking thought about. And so one day I was in the bathtub, fucking just going to town, and I had the water spout thingy, like, blowing on my asshole, I guess. Okay. Like, I was like in this position, just fucking going to town right here with, like, the water, like, rolling on me, and it I went, like, I was playing with myself, and I ended up shoving my nuts inside of me. And now that's a totally normal thing that any dude can do, but I didn't know that at the time. Mm-hmm. And I got scared fucking shitless.
I lost my balls.
Yeah, well, I thought I had, like, undone my puberty at 14. I was like, no, I can't do that. No, fuck no. And so
that probably would have scared me too if I had.
Well, like, I pushed them and whatnot, and, like, wouldn't come out. Because I was fucking terrified, and I ended up having to go to school the next day with one of my nuts still up inside of me. And that was terrifying.
Do they just drop back out?
Yeah.
By themselves?
Well, yeah, because that's, so, like, let me finish the story real quick and then I'll explain it. But, so, I came home, and I got to the point to where I was like, I was going to go ask my mom, I'm like, because I was going to be like, hey, Mom, I think I lost a testicle. But as soon as I was going to ask her, I coughed, and the thing shot it back out. Completely fine, and I was like, oh. So now I've just been terrified, but I've gotten a lot better at it. I really don't like it when girls are rough with them. I don't like a lot of moving or pulling.
Some girls will, like, put them in their mouths.
Yeah, I'm fine if they, like, suck on them. I love when a girl just licks on them, like the fucking under, like, the ridge between the two. Mm-hmm. Love when a girl just sucks there, or, like, where the balls connect to the shaft. Mm-hmm. Love that. I don't like when they're, like, pulling or squeezing or moving them. I'm like, stop it. That feels unnatural. But, so basically, with it, dudes have a pocket inside of them where your ovaries would be if you were a girl. So where your ovaries sit is a space in a man, because our testicles are pretty much just ovaries, but, transformed with testosterone.
Yeah.
And so whenever you've heard of drag queens, like, tucking and whatnot, right? That's what they're doing, is they're putting their testicles up inside of them, and then they tape their penis to their asshole, pretty much.
So, fun fact, I worked at a psych ward, and one of my very first patients there, we always had to do, like, skin assessments whenever they first got there, and, like, body checks for, like, bruises or self-harm marks, or even, like, finding weapons or drugs, like, on their body.
Yeah.
And there was this guy, he was a bodybuilder, like, and bodybuilders, like, their shoulders are really broad, it's kind of hard for them to, like, reach their back and their asshole, things like that. I had this guy drop his pants, and he had his dick through his legs sewn to his asshole.
Sewn?
Sewn. He sewed it himself. Like, think about if you could pee up your own ass, that's what it looked like.
Why?
He was psychotic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if there was, I can't think of a bodybuilder reason why you would ever do that.
I never want to see that ever again in my lifetime.
Yeah.
I'll never unsee that. I have that picture in the back of my brain for the rest of my life, and it scars me. It truly does scar me.
Yeah, that would, I don't want that. I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gross. Mm-hmm. But it's just, because, like, with drag queen, like, that's what they do. If they're doing it, like, fully, some will just, like, squish all their bits as close down as they can and call it good, because you can't really tell when you're wearing that much padding. But It just depends.
Lots of the guys that I used to cheer with would tuck.
That makes sense.
In cheer uniforms, yeah.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Have you ever titty fucked?
No, because I can't. No one has tits like yours. It's kind of hard to do it.
I've never done it either, but that's something that my boyfriend has wanted to try it, obviously, whenever he gets back. And I've seen it before, but I just can't, like, grasp, like, the best position to, like, make it most, like, comfortable and, like, not awkward.
Like, awkward for you or awkward for him?
Either.
Because he's not going to care.
The best way that I could think of it was, like, you sitting like that and then me, like, right there on my knees, like, bent over.
See, the one that I see a lot is where you would lay down. Let me see your tits. Like, where you're laid down and then you're just going to, like, do that and then he's just going to go, like,
okay.
in and down.
Okay. Yeah. I'm down to try it with him. Okay.
Now, I have had a foot job before. Wasn't too bad.
A foot job?
Yeah.
Explain.
Like, you just put some oil or whatever on your dick, and then the girl just does this.
Okay.
Honestly, felt pretty cool.
Really?
Wouldn't have gotten me off, but I didn't
mind
mind
it.
Yeah, I know you couldn't.
I don't think I could do that.
Yeah.
Maybe for a fat check, but...
Yeah, no, a tit job, it's always hard, because I feel like it's one of those things that you kind of have to have fake tits to do really well.
Yeah.
Most, like... normal boob. I don't want to say normal boobs, but, like, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, most people would just, you know, unpaid for tits.
Yeah.
They're either too small, so, like, you can't push them together, because then
Yeah.
they do this and there's nothing there.
Yeah.
Or they're, like, the really big ones with no, like, substance to them, so it would just be, I don't know, not a lot there.
Yeah.
I don't know. The one thing that pisses me off, though... Oh, I forgot that I had porn up there.
That's the thing.
Yeah. One of the things that pisses me off, though, is that, is when girls are just like, yeah, I can just give you a hand job, and I'm like, I can do that myself, thank you.
If a guy
One,
asks me
I don't
that,
like
I'm like,
a hand job.
no, bye. Like, I'm leaving now.
Yeah, like, one, I don't want a hand job, because no one does it better than you're gonna do it.
Exactly.
I've been doing this for fucking a decade and a half now. No one knows my penis better than me.
Exactly.
Also, a lot of girls don't know how to give a good blowjob, which is really annoying.
Yeah.
And it's not hard, but, I mean, I guess it is. A lot of girls are really bad about teeth.
Yeah, I gotta get the teeth out of it.
I understand, because I have a thick mouth, or I have a thick dick, so, like, getting teeth... I had one girl that literally couldn't give me a blowjob because her mouth wasn't big enough. And mouth size is definitely an important factor in it.
That's true.
But, like, it's really... They'll start, and then it's just, like, a bunch of up and down with just, like, this part of your mouth. And I'm like, that's not doing anything. You gotta get the tongue in there.
Yeah, get
like,
the tongue, spit on it. Like,
yeah, get it
balls.
fucking sloppy wet. That's the best. And then, like, lick all around. I love it when a girl's just, like, not even sucking on it, just, like, licking the dick. Just playing with her tongue with it.
Yeah.
Fucking love it. But my favorite thing in the world is going down on a girl. Like,
see, that's one thing that, like, it's so nice to hear guys say that, because a lot of guys aren't like that. Like, a lot of guys are more worried about their nut.
Yeah, I don't fucking care. Like,
Yeah.
one, there's a good chance that I just don't come most times, because, I don't know, I'm either, like, 10 minutes in or 4 hours in. It's one of those things where, like, once I get past a certain threshold, there's just a good chance I'm not going to come.
Yeah. After, like, an hour and a half,
I can really try and make it,
let's come back to it later. Let me go get some pizza.
Yeah.
Like,
but I can try to, like, there's some things I can do to try to make it work. But, like, I'll go down on a girl for, like, as long as it tastes good and it's fun, like, I went down on a girl for like an hour before we even got into it.
see, once I like have that first orgasm, I'm like, okay, you can stop.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like,
Well,
just put your dick in me.
Well, because some girls are different. Like, some don't come very easily, and some are like...
Yeah.
And I'm just like, that's a lot. I had one girl that squirted like 3 or 4 times in like 10 minutes, and I was like,
Damn.
are you not dehydrated? And she's
Right.
like... But also, this was the closest to having a kid that I ever got, because she was the first girl that told me that I could nut inside of her, and I was fucking 19. I was like, No one's ever told me I could do this. Okay,
My
let's try.
boyfriend's never pulled out. I think maybe once. I think maybe the first time that we had sex, he did.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I love nutting inside of a girl. It just feels
I've heard
nice.
Obviously, like, we can't, like, feel a difference, but I've heard it's a big difference for guys.
Feels so nice.
Really?
And also just, like, it's just a sense of accomplishment. Like, it's a huge risk, but it's, like, a really nice sense of accomplishment. It's like, yeah, I did that. Plus, watching it, like, come out. Love watching it.
Oh, yeah.
So great.
Me trying to, like, run to the toilet and not get it all over the floor.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Because, like, one of the hottest things in porn is whenever... To me, and it's gonna be really weird, but like, is whenever they're done doing it, like the dude nuts in the girl, and then another girl is like eating it out of her.
Okay.
That shit's really hot to me for some reason.
One thing that I just learned the other day is that the ability for a girl to squirt or not has solely to do with how hydrated she is. Like, if you drink a fuck ton of water before, you're more than likely gonna squirt versus if you don't drink a lot of water.
I've never heard of that one. I thought it was just a certain people can, certain people can't thing.
Yeah, I heard it had to do with how hydrated you were.
I'll have to look into that because I'll be telling everybody to drink a lot more water.
Didn't you just drink a gallon of water before our little
Well, because my
get-together?
favorite, I like having a girl squirt. Fucking great. I know it's basically just pee, but like not. But also it's just like if I'm going down on a girl and she squirts on me, I'm just like, yeah.
See, for me, it's the mess. Like, I just don't want to deal with the mess.
I love how messy it gets.
Yeah, see?
It's great.
I'm like, in the shower, though, I'm like all day long.
Yeah.
I love shower sex.
If you
with
have the right shower.
Person. Yes, and
the right
with
shower is more important. Because, like, our showers, not really. I'm not against it, but it's not the right type.
Yeah.
But, like, with the showers that I've seen at your place,
bench, like...
The shower sex is great. Mm-hmm. But, I don't know. I've come inside of 4 girls now. I enjoyed it. And it's always like, I'm not gonna do it without them telling me I can first, because like, I'm not gonna risk it. Mm-hmm. 2, I don't like doing it the first time I sleep with somebody. It has to be a repeat, because like, I'm not risking the biscuit for somebody that I'm not interested in seeing again.
Yeah.
You know?
See, one time, I was having sex with this guy, we were literally like 25, 30 minutes in. And I was like, oh, heads up, because he wasn't wearing a condom, so I was like, heads up, don't forget to pull out. Like, don't come inside me. I'm not going to chance babe with you. And he goes, what? And I said, don't nut inside of me. And he said, I already have twice. I said, twice? It's been 25 minutes, my dude. And you've already nutted in me twice. And you're still going. Like, how did I not know that? I'm confused, but okay. You're going to go buy me some Plan B, for sure.
I have had to buy Plan B once. Thankfully, I knew where to get it for like $20, so that was nice.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spending 50, 60 bucks on that shit.
Yeah.
That's why I have birth control. All reliable.
I hate you.
All reliable.
But my thing is like, I don't get how dudes can nut multiple times, especially if they're actually producing semen. Like, I know some dudes can orgasm without producing anything, and I think that's what most of them are doing.
Yeah.
But like, once I fucking nut, you don't get me again for the next day.
That's how my boyfriend is. Like, we can gladly have sex for a second time, but it's gonna be like 5 or 6 hours before he nuts again.
Yeah, like
it's more for me, not him.
Yeah, you can get me erect again after like an hour of waiting, but you gotta like put some effort to keep it erect, because it's just like my dick's just like, I'm not doing anything. I can't make anything happen. What are you doing?
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, outside of that, like, where do you? If a dude's gonna come on you, where's your favorite place? Or where do you prefer?
Not on my stomach, because it gets in my belly button, and I have a really small belly button, and it's hard to clean out, and then like a week later I'm finding like crusty ass cum in my belly button. So either like on my tits or like on my back.
Fair.
Depending on which position we're doing at the time.
What about on your face?
Never had that happen before. I'm not gonna lie.
But are you open to it?
So I'm very like, I have eyelash extensions and I don't want to mess those up. But like in my mouth, like you can gladly do it in my mouth. I love if I go like this, you can come all over my face as long as I cover my eyes. But
because like it's really funny to me. Like I love coming in a girl's mouth, especially whenever they don't swallow immediately and they like let it like come out. I love watching that.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of girls aren't cool with you coming on their face because I get it because you know pink eye and cleaning it out is a pain in the ass.
Right.
Coming on a girl's tits is rough for me because like I'm one of those dudes where like I keep going until I'm right about to come, so then it's like a fucking scramble to like try to get up there.
Yeah.
And I produce a lot of cum, but it doesn't shoot. Like it's not gonna go far.
Yeah.
At least in that position. But the best head I ever had.
It's an uncircumcised penis, I think.
Yeah.
I've never seen one with my own eyes.
That's so weird. But the best head I ever had was this woman. Like she was like 27, 28. Met her at C4, and she was like, "We're not having sex, but I'm gonna give you the best head of your life." And I'm like,
"Okay."
I doubt it, but okay. And she's like, well, and then puts her hair up real quickly, and then starts going to town. And when I tell you, like 2 minutes later we were done, I was like, ugh.
Damn.
She gave me the Glug Glug 9000 Glizzy train. I was like,
yes, Father Cooper out here.
But my favorite thing about it is I was like, where do you want me to come? And she's like, I wore glasses for a reason, honey. And I'm like, So I just fucking went all over her face. I'm like, do you not want me to go down on you? Do you want me to like get you up? She's like, no, we're good.
Damn, okay.
Cuddle with me and let's go to bed. And I'm like, okay, but I want to fuck.
Right.
I think she's the only... No, there's one other... I think I met 3 people that I've done sexual shit that hasn't ended up being full sex.
Okay.
Because I don't really care.
See, with head, like, if I'm sucking a guy's dick, after, like, 10 minutes max, I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm like, just put it inside me or something. Like, go to the bathroom and finish yourself up. Like, I'm done.
Yeah, my thing is like, I just feel weird watching a girl give me head for more than like 5 minutes.
Yes, that's another thing that I don't like about giving head is I hate just being watched. Like, I'm like, can you, like, put a bag over your face? Or, like, something. Like, don't just sit there and stare at me.
Well, because I'm like, if I'm going to do this, like, I'm going to hold her hair, and then I just start feeling bad because I'm like, it's doing something for me, but you're not going to get me off. Most people, because unless the girl can give, like, if she can give firehead, I'll be like, okay, you've got 2 minutes of this because I'm not trying to bust right here now. Mm-hmm. But normally it's like, okay, it's been about 3 minutes. Okay, let's, you ready to go, you ready to get into it? Because I'm just like, I don't... Like, one, you're not getting pleasure for yourself.
Yeah, that's
in, like,
true.
the truest sense. Like, you might enjoy it, but you're not getting your rocks off.
What about 69? What is
I love 69.
Okay, really?
Oh, my God, I love it. Because it's the same thing with the doggy style. I love being able to look at a girl's butthole.
Okay.
But also, like... It's funny because I'll try to outdo them so that they stop focusing on sucking my dick because it's like a competition for me.
I can't focus on getting that done down there and then trying to do this up here and us both enjoying it at the same time.
But also like doing it like I can eat her out and then I can put a finger in, or I can put a finger in a booty, or I can get her tits. Like I can still do most things and I'm getting my dick sucked. It's one of those things where if the girl knows what she's doing, I'm down for it. But otherwise, it's just like this is fun for a little bit.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine doing reverse 69ing. I feel like that wouldn't be fun.
With
where the dude's on top.
Yeah, no.
That just seems like a hassle.
Just like throat fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
Now I did have one girl fucking send my dick to the back of her throat, and I'm like, ma'am, if you throw up, I'm gonna be upset.
Right.
But I'm just like, because like it did the thing where you can see it go down here, and I'm like, how?
In high school, I remember there was a video of this football player and the girl that he was dating. She was giving him head and she like sat up and literally just projectile vomited all over his dick and it got sent all around the school.
Oh my God,
I felt so bad, but I was like, that's
fucked.
That's fucking nasty.
That's fucked. But for, I don't know, not projectile vomiting, but projectile coming, it's really funny because like sometimes I'll be just going to town and about to come, and like whenever I do, like fucking last week I did it once and it got up to like right here on me, and like because I'm like in this position, it got right here and I'm like, well, okay, and then it feels weird because you can feel it just like running down, plus I have all this hair, so I have to make sure to clean it off really quick.
Oh yeah.
But, like that's why I shave all of this, because then I just have like a nice like landing pad.
Oh my God.
But I don't know. Have you ever tasted yourself?
Mm-mm.
Really?
Mm-mm.
So many girls do.
Really?
You never done the thing where like the dude like pulls out and then you go back to sucking him off?
I mean, I've like had someone like eat me out and then directly come up and like make out with me.
Oh yeah, I'll pull a girl from sucking my dick and make out with her all the time, but that's not too bad.
Yeah.
But, like, because like dudes will always ask, "You ever tasted your own cum?" And I'm like, no, not that I'm against it. It's just like right as soon as I'm done nutting, I feel like a monster and don't want to touch anything. Like all my sex drive is just out because I'm like, okay, cool, I'm gonna do this and then I'm gonna taste it to see what it tastes like. And then as soon as I'm done, I'm like, no, that's fucking gross.
Guys very much taste like battery acid.
It depends.
They need to drink like a lot of water, maybe some pineapple juice, some cranberry juice. Otherwise, it's straight battery acid.
Because for some reason, mine tastes pretty solid.
Okay.
I've been told that I have...
It definitely depends on diet, because I've had guys where it does taste like
I have a
pretty
shitty diet,
sweet.
but I don't care. Like, I'm also hella active, which is nice.
Yeah.
But, like, I get a semi-fruity, like, first taste, and then it gets salty or whatever.
Yeah.
But, which I don't understand. Like, I definitely have heard a lot of people say it tastes like battery acid, but I've never once had anybody complain about mine, which...
That's good.
Cool with.
Yeah.
I'm fine with. Yeah.
Can't
Not
complain.
a problem.
Definitely can't complain.
I have a nice sized penis and it tastes good.
Right.
Can't complain.
Yeah. What more could you need?
Someone to do it.
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
But it's one of those things. Like people say there's a science to it. Drinking Coke or whatnot isn't a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I really think it has to do with like how active you are.
Yeah.
It's also genetics.
That's true.
For sure. Like there's no way it's not. But time. Okay. Yeah, we're still good.
Okay, so next question. Have you ever had sex like fully submerged in water?
Oh, I've had sex in Lake Avalon.
Like your whole body is like in the water?
Not my head.
Well, yeah. I've had sex in like showers and like shit, but I've never had sex where I'm like fully submerged in water. I heard that it's kind of hard, like the friction with the water.
It's not something you should do unless you like. If you're gonna do it, you gotta put some baby oil on first.
Okay.
Or like I use coconut oil. That's why that's right there.
So is that the same as like a bathtub?
What do you mean?
Like having sex in a bathtub would be the same way?
Maybe. I don't know. I've never had sex in the bathtub. I've had sex at Beechwood's pool. I've had sex in Lake Avalon in Bella Vista.
See, I just feel like if you're having
like
sex in like water, that it's just different.
It's
like,
not
you can't
safe.
Move the same like.
Yeah, it's not something you should do because you're packing lake water into a girl's vagina,
which has hella bacteria and probably like dead bodies and dead fish.
Yeah, not something you should do.
Yeah.
If you're not using lube, then it's going to create a lot of minor tears and whatnot, which will also open you up to bacterial infections.
Yeah.
Just not safe. Learned that the hard way.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll keep that off my bucket list.
What else is on your bucket list?
Top thing on my bucket list, I want to join the Mile High Club. I want to have sex in an airplane 40,000 feet in the fucking air.
Yeah.
So bad. And also, like, have more sex in public, like in like an airport bathroom or like shit like that, where you're like,
fun.
It's kind of like a challenge because you have to like try to be quiet. So you get that little like challenge, but you're still like fucking.
The Mile High Club, I'm not against. It's just one of those things where I don't fly in airplanes a whole lot, and if I was gonna do it, I would want to do it on like a private jet situation where you don't have to deal with anyone else's.
Like a commercial flight laboratory that's like a 3x3 bathroom.
Now there is a company specifically tailored to Mile High Club flights.
I've heard that. I think it's in Vegas.
Yeah, it's in Vegas. They'll fly you up for like
because I'm going to Vegas
an hour.
in 2 weeks.
Yeah, they'll fly you up for like an hour or something like that maybe, and you just fuck up in that airplane.
That's my boyfriend flies planes.
That's easy. Well, maybe not that. I don't know how autopilot
works. Put it on
works.
autopilot, babe. Let's go.
Now, the three things I want to do really badly are more like public sex situations. I love having people watch me have sex, and I love watching people have sex.
Okay.
I definitely want to be in an orgy.
Okay.
Never done that. I have cucked a dude. That was fun.
Have you been in like a threesome?
Yeah.
Okay.
Been in a
With
couple.
2 guys or 2 girls?
Both.
Okay. Which do you prefer?
2 girls.
Really? See, I prefer 2 guys.
Yeah, I love having one girl on my dick and one girl on my face just drowning me.
Yeah, I would much rather have 2 guys. I don't know why.
Well, I don't know. Well, the only time I've done it with another dude, he didn't do super well, so it wasn't super fun. Mm-hmm. I do really want to spit roast a girl. I think that would be great. Or Eiffel Tower.
Eiffel Tower, yeah.
I just want to go to I have trained a girl, like where one dude went in and the next dude went in.
Which high school did you go to?
Springdale.
Okay, Fayetteville. I think it was my junior or senior year or something. Coach Patton, the football coach at Fayetteville, I'm pretty sure he got fired because they caught him in the teacher's lounge on the cameras doing the Eiffel Tower with 2 other teachers.
2 other teachers? Mm-hmm. That's lit.
I know, right? Yeah. Kind of wild.
But, so an orgy, I would love to have sex, like, just at a club in front of a bunch of people, like at a sex club or something.
Okay.
Like, the more people watching me, the better. Mm-hmm. I would love that. Basically porn.
Yeah.
I want to do porn so badly. Yeah. What was the other one?
Would you ever, like, make porn and, like, post it on Pornhub and shit?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
You should. You can get so much money off of that
If you know any girls that are willing to, you see all the equipment I have and...
I'll get on that. I'll look through my references.
Good at what I do, and plus I have all the editing capabilities.
That's true.
Because, like, I would love to go work for a company and be a porn star, because I know I have zero problem getting hard in front of a group.
Yeah.
But, what was the other thing? Sex in front of a group?
I don't think I could do it in front of a group of people.
That'd be fun.
I'm too shy.
I would love it.
But I'm not shy at the same time.
I want to have someone drive me around while I'm having sex in the back of a car. Because, like, car sex is old and lame now that you're out of high school. Oh, my God, you got lucky, because you kind of just had to do it in high school.
Yeah,
but,
I've never had car sex.
And, like I want to get, like, a nice little SUV with some room and just have one of my friends drive me around while I'm fucking someone in the back. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can watch the place go by, like, at night.
Fuck yeah.
What was the other one? I had one other.
Drive through the Christmas light show.
Right. I want to have sex while driving.
Wow.
While driving.
Okay.
Because, like, I've had roadhead before.
Yes.
So it's great. It's fun.
Explain to me the process you would go about having sex while you're driving.
None of this is safe.
Of course. None
at all.
How could it be?
It's already not safe getting roadhead because I'm there on the pedal. I'm like, stop. I'm speeding. I'm so
That's what autopilot.
But, so basically, like, you would be right here. Or I would be right here.
Both in the driver's seat.
Yeah, both in the driver's seat. She's just fucking going to town on top.
You tell me when to brake, okay?
Well, like, so, like, I would definitely, like, be, like, here and doing this. I don't know how to explain.
Someone drives by and they're just like...
Pretty much. Well, my favorite thing to do is if I'm with the homies and, like, we're at a red light or something, like, I'll just grab one of their heads and, like, put it down in my lap and just, like, lean back. And, like, if someone looks over, they just see you just... Like, what the fuck? Or I'll go over to do it to them, and I'll, like, make eye contact with the dude. I'll be like, kind of thing. And they're like, dude, get the fuck off me.
That's hilarious.
But we also have, I don't know what I was going to say.
I don't like getting roadhead because I'm very much a need to be in control person, and if I'm too busy doing that, I can't, like, even if I'm sitting in the passenger seat and I don't have control over, like, the wheel and the brakes and stuff. I also love
playing with a girl while I'm driving.
Like being able to, like, see what's going on. Like, basically, I like to be a backseat driver.
Yeah.
Like, so if I'm giving head, I can't see anything that's going on, and that's just too much non-control for me.
Fair. I don't know. Car sex is just fun now that I'm an adult and can do stupid shit about it. Mm-hmm. But like I said, the more people watching, the better. Would really love to get into porn. So you know.
Oh yeah, you gotta be comfortable with doing. You got all the people around during porn.
Yeah, it's great. Any other questions? See, that kind of shit. I don't fucking like that. She's just manhandling his balls. I just uncomfortable.
I feel like one would pop.
That's why I'm scared.
You can pop a testicle, can't you?
You can also break your dick.
I saw that in Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not great.
Oh, I wouldn't expect it to be.
It's not a fun time.
Yeah,
cool.
I feel like that would hurt very much. That would be a very awkward conversation going to the doctor.
Well, do you want to wrap it up with one more question and we'll see?
I'm trying to think of a good last question.
Be as wild or tame as you want. I'll fucking answer anything. Because I feel like I've asked you a bunch of questions as well.
I don't think I can think of that fucking line.
You got this.
We've talked about, like, things that you want to do that you haven't done. If you could have a threesome with any two people, dead, alive, famous, not famous, who would it be?
Betty White when she was young.
Okay.
And
Is there a reason why?
Betty White's my favorite person. I'm taking a holiday when she dies. I love this woman.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna take that back because I was just a joke gag one. I do love Betty White with all my heart, but so two people that I can, just anyone. Like, I know you want me to pick like famous people, but I don't really fucking care about sleeping with famous people.
That's cool.
I'm just like, I'll meet them eventually. I don't really care. Also, they're normal people. They're probably not great at it. Oh goddamn. Any two people that I can have a threesome, because like there's not really any dudes I'm interested in doing. Fuck.
For me, if you put me, Tana Mojo, and Justin Bieber in a room together, two people are going to end up pregnant. It's not going to be Justin.
Yeah, I never would have guessed that.
Right.
Ever.
Right.
Never would have guessed that Justin Bieber would be on yours.
Weird.
Well, I guess, so I don't know if you know who she is, but Tessa Violet. There's a singer, she did a song called Crush. Super cute. It's so hard for me because there's a lot of girls on TikTok that I would pick, like, but I don't know their names. They're just so fucking cute.
Yeah.
And then there's a couple of girls from my college that I would really love to have a threesome with.
Okay.
It's hard for me to pick just one set. It's like, I want to sleep with fucking everybody.
Right.
But there were two girls named Hannah and Emily from my degree that I would love to have a threesome with. But if we're gonna go with famous people, god damn it. Actually, pull up Twitter. And then look up Little Sunboy.
Little or Lil?
Little, like the full word. That's right. No. Fuck, I don't remember their name. Well, that's great. I'll show you afterward. I'll show you after the podcast because I can't remember their names. I only know their like Twitter handles, kind of. But other than that, I think that's a pretty solid place to end the podcast. We've been going for about an hour.
Hell yeah!
And now we can finish our photo shoot. And with that, that was another episode of A Sex Talk. I hope y'all enjoyed, and catch me next time.